Hello all, Munch here. Welcome to another episode of my FIFA 19 Youth Squad Career Mode. We are now 10 games into the season and things are going pretty well. I've played a number of games off camera. I think it's 3 league games and 1 cup game, and that was the Carabao Cup against Oldham. Let's see how we got on. So we kick off the pitches with the home encounter against Notts County, who are a bit of a bogey team for me on FIFA, and they always have been, and today is no exception. That is one hell of a shot from Baldwin. It's a poor clearance out from our defender, but at the same time, you can't account for how well he's hit that. You will see it here in the replay. It literally hits the roof of the net and skims across it. It's that good. It's just completely unsavable. I mean, it's just unbelievable from Baldwin. And then the 75th minute, they score from a corner here. It's not great defending from Bell. God knows why he is leaning back when he tries to head off the line. Get yourself forward, and then we're still in the game. But unfortunately, it did end in a 2-0 defeat, and my bad run against Notts County continues. We tried to put things right by going away to Morecambe in the next game, looking for 3 points that would keep us tight at the top of the league. And we got off to a pretty decent start in the first half, had a few chances, but fortunately Griffiths here lays in for it, and from a really tight angle he absolutely belts this in off the crossbar. It's a day of very good goals, to be fair. He has impressed me for you, and I didn't realise he had such a good left foot in all fairness. Everyone was absolutely loving it, and it was a lovely team move to start with. We'd been threatening, but this actually put a bit of icing on the cake. He just got in on the overlap and bang, 1-0. And then in the second half, towards the game, Morecambe began to tire a little bit. Turner threaded Fourier through again, who was having a very good day. He just cuts inside here, lovely. Sets up Turner, who already set off the move. And from only 8 yards out, Turner cannot miss. He's doing quite well at the moment, off to get another goal this year. I think that's him up to 4 goals after this game. Very, very decent performance. And 2-0 is how the game would end, so a very comfortable away victory. The boys have done alright, and we've bounced back nicely from that defeat to Notts County. It's left us pretty high from the top of the league, and then next up was the Carabao Cup, where we were away to League One Oldham. It wasn't a game I was particularly looking forward to, but we actually did alright, to be fair. A 1-1 draw, but we did lose on penalties, 5-4. So glad that we're quite out of the cup, because now it can turn all our attention back to the league, which is where it matters. And next up was a home game against Macclesfield. We started the game brilliantly. 3 minutes in, got a corner here from Ollie Hughes, and Watson rises above everyone like a salmon, smashes it into the back of the net with his head to get his first goal for the club. Very impressed with him, actually. He's meant to be a right back, but he is playing at centre back for us for the time being. He's been quite good defensively. I know we've let in a few, but he's been good for the most part. But this is what I want to see. I want to get more goals from set pieces this year. We have got quite a good team. We might as well make the most of it. Unfortunately, on the 42nd minute, Rose here stood over a free kick, whipped the ball in. We just completely went to sleep and darted in, trying to intercept it at the front post. And unfortunately, the Macclesfield player got there first and headed it into the back of the net. He's having a pretty good season of memory serves. He's one of the top goal scorers, but it wasn't brilliant from us regardless. Second half kicked off and we really needed a response here. So as we moved the ball around nicely, it's a good team move. Griffiths into Ollie Hughes here, who then finds Hill, who I brought on at half time. Fourier then out on the right hand side, and then we found Griffiths again in the middle. He played out to Robinson, nicely moved here down the left hand side. He finds Ollie Hughes and manages to cut back inside. It's a good old touch here from Turner, and he absolutely rifles it into the, well, not even into the corner, just into the sort of middle of the net. You'll see here, you think the keeper can do slightly better, but there's no stopping Turner right now. I love this touch he makes here, just to roll it out of his feet, rolls the defender. Keeper's slightly unsighted, but he gets his hand to it, and if you get your hand to it, you should really save it. But it was a good 2-1 win, and that's left us in a nice place. So yeah, at the end of that, not too bad. Leaves us in 4th position. The Notts County result was a bit disappointing to lose. Only our 2nd loss of the season, but they are actually undefeated, so really it probably wasn't too much of a bad result. We're currently behind them in the table, but they've played a game more. Today we've got games against Crawley, and then I believe it's a game against Bury, who have fallen a little bit from grace since last time we left. Last time we left, they were top of the pile. Now they're down, languishing in 8th. So we've actually had a pretty difficult start to the season. We played a lot of the front runners. Let's hope that the boys can continue the good form. It's worth noting that there have been not many changes to it, but we have recruited a brand new start of the feature, really, to be fair. I introduce Hamady. I can't remember what his first name is, but my god, this boy looks good. 5-star weak foot, 3-star skills, 17, 6'4", potential is through the ceiling. He could be anything he wants to be. I'm absolutely buzzing to have him in there. The guy who's really impressed me at the moment is actually Fourier and Turner. The two of them have been brilliant together. Turner's actually beginning to impress me a lot more. I've kind of realised how to play with him, so his poaching skills will come in handy throughout the year. So we kick off against Crawley today, and they are mid-table, not really pulling up any trees in the league, and obviously we're on the hunt to cement our place in the top 4, and if we can, get us into some promotion spots. And hopefully, if we carry on playing the way we've done, we'll be absolutely fine. The goals have kind of stopped flowing, and it's been a lot more attritional, as you'd expect as the season kind of wears on. Some tired legs come in. We haven't had a lot of squad rotation, mainly because our squad obviously isn't actually that big. I'm looking forward to seeing how Hamidi does in the game. As you can tell, Crawley, the lowest scorers in the division so far, with only 8 goals in 10 games. It's not great, and they are struggling. Griffiths into Eddie Turner. He's going to release Little G, squares it back. Boom! 1-0. Ollie Hughes. It's just, as you can tell, it's the one way we can really get the overlap in, and we just square it across. And there's usually always a man there. Ollie Hughes' runs from midfield are superb. He's like a kind of, I don't know, a lower league Dele Alli, but he's going to be absolutely superb coming forward. He reminds me a little bit of Frank Lampard in the way he plays, actually. Always arriving in the box, always available, and his left foot is a wand. Great finish. 1-0 up. Easy. I've been thinking about the difficulty side of things, and I think it goes to show, like with the Notts County game, that we are susceptible to losing, and especially against the big teams. And it's not like we've been battering teams either. Like, all the games have been pretty tough, but I think the further we go into the save, the more likely it is I am going to up it to ultimate, especially maybe when we get to the Premier League, because I want it to be a real challenge when we get there. Crawley coming back into it since we got that goal already. We haven't stamped our authority particularly on the game. Can we work something here? Griffiths breaking from deep. Nice ball around the corner from Ollie Hughes to Turner. Fourier. Oh, this is going to be magic. Turner. Oh, what a goal that is. Beautiful football, and Ed Turner just cannot stop scoring. Look at this. The ball away from Fourier to see it. The first time pass there, I think it's from Ollie Hughes, and bang. No hesitation from Turner. He rifles this in. Keeper should probably save it. It's quite near to him. It's his 6th goal of the season. He is top of the goal scoring charts. Magical scenes. And a very comfortable half to start the episode. 2-0 at the break, away from home against struggling Crawley. We are on fire. Listen to Griffiths. This is lovely football. Hughes to Turner. I'm just trying to work it into a gap that's never there, but Turner's physicality has got us through that. Griffiths, I know he can have a pop. Can Mason? What's he got in his locker? Mason? It's a solid effort. Never had much conviction on it, but it's a solid effort. We're on the front foot here, are Crawley. As the sun comes out around behind me. Win it. Still can't not concede, for God's sake. It's a lovely, well-worked goal, and I could feel it coming. It's a good dink in, but it's not brilliant from Hamidi, I have to say. He's got completely the wrong side of the striker there, and Ollie Palmer gets his 5th of the season. That means he scored nearly over half their. Oh, he has scored over half their goals. That's worrying if you're a Crawley fan. And Griffiths return back inside. Turner on the ball into Robinson. Not gonna have the crack. Sets it up for Griffiths. Straight down the keeper's throat. But we've got a game on here now. Oh, Bell nearly reading that, and now he's completely out of position on the right hand side. Mason's had to come in and cover for him. Oh, this is good play by Crawley. Good save by Phillips. We're all over the place at the back at the moment. And they're peeing about with it a little bit here, Crawley, if I'm honest. They should really be looking to go forward, but they just seem to be holding the ball at the back. It's no wonder they've not scored that many goals. A 2-1 win away from home should have been more comfortable, really. We had the chances in the first half to really put this game out of sight. Second half was not good, but a 2-1 win will do. As you can tell, I think overall we probably just about edged it in terms of the game, just for the first half performance alone. 50-50 possession is unusual for us. We're very good at keeping the ball. Not there. On the flip side, though, Gillingham and Stevenage both dropped points, so that's probably going to put us in a very nice position going into the next game against Bury. It's worth noting that Hamidi is actually now away on international duty, which is unheard of, really, in League 2, to be fair, so that's a bit worrying. But today we have got a game against Burnley. They're still in the round about the top 10 in the league, so this should be a difficult test. We've actually dropped more points at home than we have away, so this is going to be tough. I expect it to be tough. The only real change that Richardson's going to come back in, And obviously, you look at our midfield trident there of Hughes, Masons, and Griffiths, all in the 70s now. We really should be winning the league, to be honest. I'm probably not doing as well with the team as I should be. Like I said, at the moment, we are 3rd in the league and Bury are 9th. We are ticking along quite nicely with an alright goal difference. We're still 3 off the leaders in terms of goal difference, so if we can really put Bury to the sword today, it'd be much appreciated. I'm kind of getting used to playing with the team more now. I know how some of them play. I'm enjoying using Ed Turner, whereas beforehand I didn't think he was going to be the man to answer our goal-scoring woes at the start. But now I actually think he could be, at least in the lower leagues, a really good acquisition for the team. And he could become a little bit of a cult hero here. Fourier's being held off the ball there, but we've got it now. He's got a little bit of pace about him, Fourier, as well. He's one of the few... Oh, he's done him there. Lovely ball back. Must be. Boom! Ollie Hughes, but it's all about Fourier. Emphatic finish from the captain. He is Captain Marvel at the moment, but not as good looking as Brie Larson. Brie Larson. Oh. Lovely play there from Fourier. Takes it in. Great first touch from Hughes, and he absolutely drills it into the top corner. We are flying. 4 goals for the captain. Mason now on the ball. Looking for that ball out to Little G on the left. Barely seen him today. Go on, Little G. What you got in your locker, mate? Turns inside. Nice ball back to Mason. He flicks onto Griffiths. Oh, great save. Ollie Hughes. Robinson's been a really good outlet down that left-hand side today. As he finds Little G again with his magic feet. Little G comes inside. Oh, he's done him. Little G. Loving his feet, his dribbling skill though. Little G is on fire right now. 1-0 at the break. Pretty much deserved, I think, in the end. We started quite slowly, but we made up for it. And Captain Marvel, or Brie Larson, or Ollie Hughes, or whatever his alias is going to be from here on in, has put us 1-0 up. Here's O'Shea. And that's it. Well intercepted there from Griffiths. And Turner's got to wait for some support here. We just didn't get enough people forward in time, but we're still going to make a chance, are we? Oof! Was that Ollie on his wrong foot? It was indeed. The keeper's tipped it onto the bar. Just need to get that second. I don't feel safe because I always feel like we can concede a goal. And Bury have got more than enough in the tank going forward to cause us some problems. Yeah, they're beginning to move the ball around here, and Bell has played the man on side. It's not. I got under the ball. Bowen got caught under the ball. It's a great header. I don't know what that guy's doing. Just behind him. What's that? It's not brilliant from Bell. He played him on. Good ball. And just got caught underneath it there, Watson. It's a superb finish from Dom Telford. Bugger. Nice from Bowen into Hill. Come on, mate. Set yourself a claim, because Mason's not really thrilling me at the moment. Little G. Hill. Fourier must be. Oh my god, why didn't he hit it with his left? He releases Little G. Go on, mate. Use your pace. He tees it in. What a ball. Oh no, what a tackle. Bury going to cause us some heartache here at the end. I bloody well hope not, because they won't deserve that at all. Bell, it's been caught out. I can sense it coming. Is it going to be a cross? Because they never score from those. Oh, bloody hell, we have not got a lot of time, and I've given the ball away. Not like this. Oh no, not like this. Please not like this. Lucky to get a point in the end. I'm not happy though. It's not a good performance, and the locals aren't happy either. I mean, yeah, you could look at the stats and say we probably maybe deserve to edge it, but really, they defended really well, and we've obviously got a problem breaking teams down that come sit back and defend, which is what Bury did. Points dropped in the race for the title. Not good. So at the end of today's episode, we are second in the table. Gillingham leading the way on 27 points. We're only 3 points behind, but it's safe to say our defence and the inability for us to keep clean sheets is kind of what's killing us at the moment. We've got as many goals for, but we're just conceding stupid goals. And we always knew that was going to be a problem with the defence. I feel like I'm not doing as well as I should be. The midfield is probably an easily like a championship midfield. It's just the rest of the team that I haven't quite really got sorted yet. But then I'm only working with what we've got from the scout reports. I'm just a bit disappointed that we haven't picked up more points. In the next episode, then we'll probably keep on with this format because I seem to I quite like the format. I play a load of games on camera. I still get to show you the highlights, and then obviously, you know, it gets us through this bit quite quickly before we get to the big games like the Premier League, etc. What I'll do is I think I'll play these 4 games. So I'll play Northampton, Carlisle, Exeter, and Grimsby off camera, and then we'll come back for Cambridge United and Swindon in November. That will also give me a chance for us to do maybe a monthly scouting update together and see if we can pick up some really good players going forward. I think it's safe to say we need a lot more creativity on the wings and up front, as well as defenders. I think Hamady is obviously very good. Before we go, actually, let's have a look at the report. We can probably tell who's got potential to be special, etc, etc. Okay, so we can tell you that Joel Phillips has the potential to be special, which is good. Barry Watson showing great potential. Okay, Hamady is an exciting prospect, so he can be between 85 and 90, which is decent. I quite like it. A lot of the players are actually not going to get above 80, which isn't too bad. Which is at this level is kind of like more realistic. Elliot Harris is an exciting prospect, which is good. I might have to play him more. Taylor Griffiths is an exciting prospect. Mason's an exciting prospect. Ollie Hughes is only an exciting prospect. Interesting. So I've got a lot of players, but only one potential to be special, and that is the goalkeeper, which I do find quite surprising. I thought I would have more than that. I'll tell you what, actually, have I done the Scout Future Star? I haven't. Let's do that, actually, so we can look forward to having who that is in the next episode. Thanks so much for the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you come back for the next episode, and until I see you there, stay cool.